Good Morning Texas Home and Wealth, sponsored by Rodney Anderson with Supreme Lending.
Whether you're in the market to buy a new home or refinance your current home, is now the time to buy a home? Well, mortgage expert Rodney Anderson is here to answer that question and much more, coming from our viewer mailbag. Good morning.
Yeah, we're getting a ton of questions, and viewer mailbag is overflowing a lot of times. So what I always recommend people do during this segment, pull up a chair, let's talk about the housing market, and let's answer your questions.
I like that. Pull up a chair, because Christina from Frisco has this question. She says, I'm new to the area and recently moved from California. I've seen you on TV and I want to know how to find a good realtor. I bet you get that all the time.
Real estate agents right now, it's a completely different market than it used to be. A lot of houses are not even hitting the market in the MLS. They're hitting realtors' Facebook pages, Twitters, all the time before. So what I tell people is this. Number one, do your research on a great realtor. They can make you or break you when it comes to negotiation. Experience counts. People that sell lots of homes, I love those realtors. And the reason being is they're in the trenches every single day. So ask your friends, ask your family. But if you really need some great realtors or some good advice on it, call my office. We have no money ever exchanges hands with realtors. I'm not in their pocket. They're not in mine, for full disclosure. All we know is I've been working with the best realtors for over 25 years on the Metroplex, so we know those people.
We always like good advice, but here's what Bill from Fort Worth has to say. And he says, my wife and I are coming out of a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. Our credit score is 650 and we've made all of our payments on time. Are there any mortgage options for us to buy a home?
Yeah, Chapter 13 is where you pay back the courts, okay? You're normally on a 5-year period of time to pay them back. Here's what happens, Shannon. There are FHA loans available and VA loans if you're a military veteran. These loans are the only ones available. Conventional, you have to wait 2 years after a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, but it is a very good option. FHA, RVA, there are options available for people with good credit that have been in Chapter 13s before.
Good thing to know. Shelley from Flower Mound, here's what she's asking. My apartment lease is up and I'm about to get a renewal, but she really wants to buy a home. How much time should I allow to get pre-approved and start looking for a home? And she says she has good credit.
Yeah, pre-approval could come right away within a 24-hour period of time. Here's what I would caution people. Don't sign long-term leases on apartment complexes if you know you're going to buy a home. Even if your rent is going to be more for 1 month to month or 6 months, don't get into these long leases. Then what you do is you find a house the very next month, and then you got 11 months that you got to deal with. And so I always tell people, know what the reletting fees. If you're in the housing market, don't sign long-term leases, but get pre-approved up front.
I learned that the hard way, so there you go. Great information. Bruce from Saxe, here's what he's saying, Rodney. He says that he and his wife are thinking of buying a home, and she says, I am a military veteran and 20% disabled. Do I have an extra VA benefit?
Yes, the VA loans have no monthly mortgage insurance, but what they do is they have a one-time fee up front called a VA funding fee.
Okay.
That is the fee that the VA charges for allowing you to do a VA loan. Since you have at least 10% disability or more, your VA funding fee is waived forever. For example, on a $310,000 home, I had a client the other day with no money down, their VA funding fee was going to be over $10 grand. So, guess what? If you have 10% disability or more, we hate that has happened to you, but the military the VA loans, you get that waived forever.
All right, folks, give Rodney a call at 1-800-EXPRESS or go to rodneyanderson.com for answers to your mortgage questions.